Hello, welcome to Metals Daily News brought to you by Metals Update, the driving force behind your business. I'm Kopal Chima from the Mumbai office on 6 September 2017. In coal, after setting up an initiatives monitoring and control cell to ease the concern of coal-fired power plants facing critical coal stocks, Coal India Limited now plans to regulate coal movement to the non-power sector for pushing additional coal to the thermal power plants. Media reports say that in the long run, CIL plans to redefine its priorities on the lines of the governance practiced in central coal fields. Gopal Singh, after taking over the additional charge of CMD of Coal India Limited, is looking to replicate the Kayakalp model of governance in the long run, say reports. The model is based on the principles of democratic planning, delegation of power and enforcement of discipline. CIL plans to use the road-cum-rail mode to supply stocks from CCL, Western Coalfields, Southeastern Coalfields, Bharat Coking Coal and Mahanandi Coalfields. The generation companies have been asked to utilize flexi mode to optimize coal movement to plants with critical coal stocks, Singh told media. Internationally, the Australian Energy Market Operator or AEMO's report has been published, and the agency stated that the Australian electricity market was struggling to provide a reliable supply as coal-fired power stations shut down and the grid losses dispatchable power which can be deployed at any time. The problem would become much more worse in 2022 when Australia's third largest, the Hunter Valley's Liddell power station, shuts down. AEMO suggests the federal government could upgrade or extend the life of some coal-fired plants in order to help the market make the transition to new sources of energy. They have been pushing the government to consider building new coal-fired power stations to guarantee affordable energy supplies. In steel, the modernization project of the Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited's Visakhapatnam steel plant is reported to be going on smoothly and will result in addition of 1 million ton more to the present capacity of 6.3 million ton, Chairman and Managing Director P. Madhusudan told media. He added that the project would not only result in capacity addition but also in considerable cost cutting. The completion of installation of pulverized coal injection or the PCI technology on 3 blast furnaces as part of the project would result in reduced coal consumption in each blast furnace by 150 kg for producing 1 ton of hot metal by 2018-19. In international offers, aluminium ingot offers at Shanghai port on FOB basis for Wednesday have been reported at $2,463 per metric ton. It witnessed a 0.53% decrease from Tuesday's offer, which stood at $2,476 per metric ton. Aluminium foil offers on FOB basis have been reported at $2,963 per metric ton at Shanghai port. It observed a 0.44% decrease as compared to Tuesday's offer, which stood at $2,976 per metric ton. In domestic ferrous offers, Metals Update assessed offers of MS scrap from Mandi Gobindgarh market at Rs 20,600 per ton, while MS ingot at Mandi Gobindgarh is being quoted at Rs 29,500 per ton. At Mumbai and Muzaffarnagar, ingot offers have been recorded at Rs 27,700 and Rs 28,700 per ton respectively on Wednesday. In domestic non-ferrous offers, Metals Update assessed spot offers of aluminium ingot from Delhi market at Rs 151 per kg. Copper mix scrap is being offered at Rs 383 per kg and tin ingot is being offered at 1390 per kg on Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Join us again tomorrow for latest updates from the metals market. Visit metalsupdate.com for more information and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great day ahead.